I know this is going to sound completely paranoid, but please, someone tell me I'm not losing my mind. It all started a few weeks ago. My phone started vibrating for no reason at all. I'd pick it up, check the screen. Nothing. No notifications, no calls, no texts. Just one short, sharp buzz. It was weird, but I just shrugged it off. Probably a glitch, right? I ignored it. Then it happened again the next day. Same single buzz right before my boss called me into his office to give me a formal warning. My heart dropped, but I still wrote it off as a coincidence. The day after that, though, things got serious. I was crossing the street, headphones in, probably not paying as much attention as I should have been. My phone buzzed in my pocket. I instinctively reached for it, and that 1 second hesitation was just enough. A car, going way too fast, blew through the red light right where I would have been. It missed me by inches. The driver didn't even stop. I just stood there, my hand on my phone, heart pounding in my chest. That's when I started to pay attention. From that day on, I treated that little vibration like a lifeline. Every single time something bad was about to happen, my phone would give me that one single buzz. A heads up. It warned me about a piece of scaffolding that fell from a building just seconds after I walked past. It buzzed right before my coffee pot short-circuited and started smoking. It was like having a sixth sense, a guardian angel in my pocket. There was never a message, never an app open that could explain it. I checked everything. The battery didn't even drop. It was impossible, but it was happening. I became obsessed, trying to understand the pattern. Was it just bad luck? Was it any kind of danger? I needed to know. So, last night, I decided to test it. I live on the 3rd floor of an old apartment building with a steep, wooden staircase. It's always been a little rickety. I stood at the very top of the stairs, my hand on the banister, and just waited. Silence. My heart was thumping. I took a deep breath and slowly, deliberately, took one single step down onto the first stair. Buzz. My blood ran cold. I froze, my foot hovering in midair. I snatched my phone out of my pocket. The screen was black. No alerts, nothing. I pulled my foot back, stepping back up onto the solid floor of the landing. The silence was deafening. I tried it again. One step down. Buzz. Step back up. Silence. It wasn't warning me about the stairs in general. It was warning me about that specific step at that specific moment. I didn't use the stairs. I didn't sleep a wink all night. I just sat on my couch, staring at the phone, wondering what kind of cosmic game I was caught in. This morning, the terror continued. I was in the bathroom, just going through the motions, brushing my teeth, trying to pretend everything was normal. My phone was on the counter next to the sink. It buzzed. I stopped, toothpaste foam in my mouth, and looked around frantically. I was in a locked bathroom. What could possibly happen? I splashed water on my face, my mind racing. Then, I smelled it. A faint, almost sweet smell. Gas. I ran out of the bathroom and into my tiny kitchen. One of the knobs on my old gas stove was slightly turned. Not enough to hiss loudly, but just enough to slowly fill my small apartment with gas. I must have bumped it last night when I was making tea. I twisted it off, my hands shaking so badly I could barely grip it. I threw open all the windows, gulping in the fresh morning air, and slid down to the floor. If my phone hadn't buzzed, I would have just finished brushing my teeth, maybe turned on a light, and my whole apartment would have gone up in a fireball. I would have been gone. I sat there for what felt like hours, just shaking. I started thinking back. The car, the scaffolding, the stove. My boss. Okay, maybe not the boss. That wasn't life or death. But the others. These weren't just warnings about bad things happening. I replayed each moment in my head. The squeal of the tires, the crash of the metal pole on the pavement, the imagined whoosh of an explosion. A horrifying realization started to dawn on me. My phone wasn't just warning me about accidents. It was warning me about the specific moments I was supposed to die. Every buzz was a diverted fate. A glitch in the matrix that I was allowed decides. It felt like I was cheating death over and over again. And with that thought came another, even more terrifying one. What happens when the warnings aren't enough? What happens when the danger is something I can't see, something I can't run from? A few minutes ago, it buzzed again. I was just sitting right here on my couch, just like I am now. I checked the windows. They're locked. The door is bolted. The stove is off. There's nothing. Nothing dangerous. Nothing happening. I've been sitting here, completely still, for almost 10 minutes. And right now, it hasn't stopped vibrating. It's just buzzing and buzzing and buzzing in my hand, a constant, relentless tremor against my palm. It won't stop. And I have no idea why.